Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, sir?
Hey, man, I'm here, man. I'm glad to be here with you to do another show, man. I'm glad to be here with you to do another show.
Definitely. June 21st, 2025. We back at it again for another wonderful, great, and fantastic show. Thank you for doing the show with me again, sir. I definitely look forward to this part of my week. This can't nothing beat it. Can't nothing beat coming on here for this hour and doing our thing and talking to the peoples and getting out all this fun sports information. I already know what you're chomping at the bit to get to. That's the segment 2. Don't worry, we gonna get there. I can see you ready. You're ready. Definitely ready. So what shirt you got on today? You got on the Kamau and Felix shirt?
Absolutely. Gotta change it up, man. Gotta change it up.
I gotta go with the boys. I gotta get them back on track, but we're gonna get back. We're gonna get to that soon. We're gonna definitely get to that soon. We gonna get to that soon. Don't worry about it. All right. How you feeling, sir? How's your day? How's your morning so far?
Man, it's hot here. It's already like 80.
It's a little bit more. It's a little bit warmer than that here already. It's gonna be close to 100.
Wow.
We in the hot days of summer around here. It's gonna be 92, 93, 90s for the next week or so. And so that means I got to go out and water my garden early in the morning every day. I got some tomato plants out there, some cantaloupes. I done trellis my cantaloupes to get them to grow up higher, so I can get them to grow. So we gonna see what's gonna happen. We gonna see what develops. So hopefully I can get them to grow. I got a couple of tomatoes out there that's coming along. I got the little small ones growing. So we gonna see what happens. Good morning, Kenneth. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Kenneth Hobby, one of our great contributors. He puts a lot of stuff on the page in terms of the content. So shout out to you, sir. He's almost pretty much like the Greg and Steve, Kenneth, that triumvirate. They do a lot for the show in terms of giving us a lot of content, a lot of good stuff going on. One of these days we have to have you on the show, sir. We have to get show ready. So we got to tell you, get your fade ready so you can get on camera and join us. All the work that you appreciate you, sir. And as always, we're going to jump right to our first topic. As brought to you, who our wonderful guests who picked it. The NBA Finals are here. We got Game 7 tomorrow night. Game 7. Pacers Thunder now tied up at 3, 8 p.m. on ABC. I don't think it's simulcast on ESPN, because I think the College World Series is going to be going at the same time. We got the NBA Finals Game 7 in Oklahoma City at the Paycom Arena. Are you surprised at this game that it went to 7?
Absolutely. It should have been over for what was that, Friday night? Thursday night. Should have been over Thursday night, man. But I get it.
So Oklahoma should have won it Thursday night, is what you're saying?
Yeah, they should. The parade should be Monday. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I tell everybody all the time, it's been 32 years since we had a Father's Day game. And we haven't had one this year. But for 32 years, we had one for Father's Day, right? We didn't have one this Father's Day. So that's their gift for giving us, because we didn't have one last Sunday, right? So then when you go past that and you do the other stuff, right? Then you get to the new stuff. So now it's like, okay, well, they didn't have a game for Father's Day. Let's reward them. Okay. Last time the NBA Finals went to Game 7 was what? 2016. So that's 9 years. So they feel like they do to go for 7, right? Then it's 2 small market teams, right? So everybody going to run out there and put their money on Indiana, and what's going to happen? OKC going to win. All you got to do is watch the movie Casino, and you'll see how it's going to go. That's all you gotta do.
Well, I'm excited about tomorrow night, about what's gonna happen, about the possibilities. So I got some questions for you. Who you think will be MVP? SGA, Halliburton, or Tim McConnell?
Well, if Oklahoma City win, it's gonna be SGA, right? And then if man, they not gonna win, but if they was to win, I can't even say it's Halliburton.
I can't say Halliburton either. So you're either looking at Siakam or TJ McConnell. I would actually vote for TJ McConnell.
Man, nah. I mean, look, man, every sport has a Rudy story, right? So it is the Rudy story with this guy? Man, nah, man. Nah.
That Rudy kept them in the game in a lot of those games.
Nah. Because at the end of the day, when the NBA playoffs started, me, you, nobody else had Indiana playing in the finals. So that's what I'm saying. I couldn't put him in. No. Like I say, every sport has a Rudy, right? For 1-2 games, every sport. Okay, here it's a different sport, but remember the year when McNabb and them went to the Super Bowl and T.O. came back? Who did they focus the Super Bowl on coming up to that week? It wasn't even them two. You know who it was? Hugh Douglas. And what did he do? Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Every sport got a Rudy, man.
I think he has an opportunity. You heard it from me first. If they win
opportunity for what?
To be the MVP.
To play?
Oh, he's going to definitely play.
To play.
I
have to agree with Gilbert Arenas. I do. I mean, they're championship, but they're not. They at the door, but they're not going through. They're not going through.
I'm not so sure they do have an opportunity to win it. We're gonna put the scores in there, at the end of the show like we always do. We know who playing in the game. So we have already said that our overall pick was Oklahoma City. I'm sticking with Oklahoma City, even though in one game left, it's hard to bet against Halliburton for what he's done this season. I'm not saying he has a big body of work he can draw upon, but for this season and this playoffs, Halliburton has showed up, but he is injured. So we're gonna see. Set the blind man to the dead dog. Let's see here. What else I got for this segment?
That got to be for real. And for real. That team right there, that has to be the worst backcourt I ever seen. The starting backcourt. My man, Nembhard is trash and Halliburton is trash. Man, but garbage. If you put them on, it's 32 teams in the NBA. Any other than them out of them, the team they play for, the other 31, they're not even starting. Neither one of them.
So would you say that the coach has done a good job of putting them in position, or coaching them up to get there, or you think it's hard and desire has gotten them there?
I mean, Rick is okay, but Rick don't play, right? Rick can make good in-game adjustments, right? Remember, this is the same guy that knocked off LeBron LeBron and D-Wade. So,
I forgot that he won it in Dallas.
Right. Don't get it twisted. Rick is a good coach. He didn't do nothing here when he had the keys here, but he's a good coach. But Rick don't put the ball in the basket. All Rick can show you is the X's and O's. He can teach it all day, but at the end result, they got to put the ball in the basket. Everything is going to play in OKC favor. They're at home. Shea show out at home.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen show out at home. This is all you got to do to beat them. You get 25 from Shea. You get 25 from Jalen. All you need is 15 and 17 from Chet and the rest of them. Game over, man. Look, don't get me wrong. Starting next year, would they be the beast in the East? No. Because even though I'm not a fan, Detroit is coming along. Once Boston get Tatum back, we don't know what Milwaukee going to do. It's Orlando. They just added Baines.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good story, but the ending is not going to be a great ending. They're going to be like, okay, yeah, we got there. Yeah, we represented the East. It's kind of like when the Magic played the Lakers that year. And it was Dwight and Jameer Nelson and all of them, but they lost to Kobe now. That's the end result.
Okay. Well, we shall see tomorrow night, starting at the game is going to be 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. I'll be in front of a TV somewhere watching it. Hopefully I can get it on my back porch when in the Fort Worth winds don't be so loud that it drown out the sound. But I'll probably sit on the back porch and watch the game. Last year I had a bunch of wasps back there on my back porch bothering me. So I went and got some, I made some mint tea and just sprayed all around. And I got some citronella plants back there. I've had any trouble with them since. So fingers crossed, no wasp on the back porch, and watch the game, and it won't be too hot for me back there.
Man, you and these remedies, man. Where you get that from? Mr. Rogers?
The internet. I went on the internet. I put in natural remedy to ward away wasps. And they said citronella, mint. So I went and got the mint and then boiled it, and I just spray it all over the place. Sprayed it all around the house. I haven't had any wasp trouble this year. Knock on wood. Kenneth say it's heart and desire. That's keeping them there. It's a win-win for the NBA as far as story will play out. Good morning, Greg. Good to see you, sir. We're glad to have you here. We got to have Greg on once again, sir. Soon we gonna do the triumvirate. We're gonna have a segment probably next month. So like I was telling Kenneth, Greg, you get your fade ready, get your hair cut together, get your lotion on your face good.
I won't be at that show, man.
Yes, you will.
I'm calling in sick that day. That guy, man, that Greg Brown guy. When the sanctions coming down so they can vacate that championship over there at the University of Misdemeanors? When is that coming down? Because that's coming. I got a feeling nothing gonna happen. They said the date was going 2 weeks ago, last Friday, 2 weeks ago Friday. You're going to have to vacate the national championship because if you don't, everybody and their mama is going to start cheating. You put the guy on the sideline, man. You put he not only did Connor Stallions was on the sideline, he went and coached my old high school, Mumford. Like, man, you gotta take the natty.
And everybody ran the score up on him on purpose.
But you gotta take the natty from him, dog. Because if you don't take the national championship from him, then give the Fab Five back all their wins and put the banners back up.
Now I agree with you on that part. They should, but they're not gonna do that either.
They're gonna take it because they don't like Harbaugh. Even though Jim ain't there no more, even though Jim is going and Jim is in Los Angeles, Sharon, that's why I said if I was Sharon Moore, I never would have took the job. I would have took the job after the next person they hired.
I'd have took that job just like he did. Give me my money. I already know what's gonna come down on me.
And then you about to be an employee.
He might lose his job behind it. That's fine. However, give me my money. Me and my family can be good for the rest of our lives. I'm gonna put it in the trust. I'm gonna set up my LLCs like it's supposed to be. My kids gonna be good. They'll be trust fund babies. I'll be able to live by the pool.
The whole thing is to take a stepping stone, right? So you would have went from Michigan to someone. If that was the case, you should have left with Harbaugh. Jim would have gave you a spot on with the Chargers.
Yeah, he would have. You
should have left, man. Watch, mark my words. It's gonna be a sad day in Ann Arbor, son.
Nah, I doubt it.
Like last week, I meant to text you. Cousin Raymond was on as soon as the show went off.
Oh,
I meant to text you, man. Yep, Cousin Raymond came on again.
Oh man, I missed
Raymond Brown, the baddest man in town.
Greg saying the day that we bring everybody on, say you're gonna take your pre-show deuce and miss that segment. He said, Greg said they're not gonna take nothing from Michigan, let it go. And Kenneth said he agreed too, 100%. Do you agree that they're not gonna take it, or you agree that they're gonna take it? Which one you agree, Kenneth?
They're gonna take it because they don't like the NC double blank don't like Michigan, and for fair reason. You cheated.
Well, we shall see. All right, before we get out of this segment, who has the pressure on them, OKC or Indiana?
The pressure is, it really ain't no pressure on OKC because they was the favorite from the beginning of the year, according to Kendrick Perkins and the rest of the people, right? So if they don't win, the reason why I say it's no pressure, if they don't win, they didn't win when they had Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, right? They've been there before. That was 2010, but they've been there before.
Yep.
But if Indiana loses, then Indiana loses.
Okay. All right. And on Wednesday, June 25th, it is the draft. Outside of the
Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag, who gonna get drafted? And does anybody know?
I mean, well, this draft might be like last year. You might hear a lot of overseas. And
I got one more. I got one name that I know is gonna get drafted. The kid from Michigan State, the next generation. What's his name?
Richardson.
Richardson. That's the only name. Jace Richardson. Cooper Flag, number 1. Jace Richardson, 19. That's my prediction.
I don't know. I mean, that didn't always pan out so good for Michigan State players that left early. Ask Marcus Taylor. Remember Marcus Taylor?
I remember Marcus Taylor, but I'm
That's
gonna
Marcus
say it
Taylor.
again. He gonna go at least like 19 or lower. 19 or lower. That's my prediction.
I say nah. I say he don't even get drafted.
I'm not saying he won't, but I'm saying if he get drafted, it's gonna be at least late 1, early 2, 3, free agency 4.
I say he get invited to several camps, but nah, because what has he really showed you? He didn't show you flashes of his daddy, right? Jason, go get it. My team used to, you know what I'm saying?
They're two different type of players.
Jason
Richardson was a high flyer and a slasher. He's a shooter and kind of a distributor. He gonna go to the hole, but he's not gonna go dunk on somebody like his daddy would or catch the oop. He more of a shooter. More
right, and the NBA is more what guard oriented, right? So, so with that being said, Max Christie is holding home by a string in Dallas, and he left state early. Is Max Christie better than Chase Richardson? That's what I'm saying.
6 1 half a dozen of another. Max Christie is taller.
I get it. Your daddy was an NBA pro, slam dunk champion, Big Ten, all that. I get it. But it's like he said in Love and Basketball when he told Q, NBA ain't going nowhere, man. Get established. Go back. If you don't want to go back and play in his own system, transfer somewhere else. It's so easy to transfer now. Dude, you could transfer and go play for Florida. That just won it. Or go play for Houston. If you need to find a program that suits your game, do that. Because in the NBA, once you get cut from the NBA, you don't want to become an NBA journeyman. Now I got to go overseas, or not. Now you playing in the Big Three, or now you in the UAW league. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, get it. If your problem was with Izzo, transfer somewhere else. You see my man did with the receding hairline with the head, man. That was a dumb move anyway. He not about to do nothing out at NC State anyway. I thought it was North Carolina. It's NC State. He was trash anyway. Well, Holloman kid, Trey Holloman, he was trash anyway.
Well, Greg said the two freshmen from Rutgers going to be going the first round. That's definitely true. Both those freshmen going to go in the first round.
You mean the freshman that
from Rutgers?
Okay. Like I said, it all depends on what a team needs, right? A team like who would be a team like Toronto? Are they picking somebody like that? Or a team like who would be over there? Or it's a team like the Kings? Are they picking? It's gonna be a lot of trades. It's gonna be a lot of like for Cooper Flag. I would hate to be okay with Cooper Flag. If Cooper Flag turn out to be Sean Bradley 2.0, it's over. Because they need something right now to have another hype.
I mean, that's just like any second now he gonna break it.
No, but you know what?
You just see him run up and down the court. He looks so gingerly.
The thing why you can roll with Chet Holmgren is because look where he came from. Gonzaga, right? So when he was at Gonzaga, what did they really do? Nothing. But when Sean Bradley was in college, it was, Sean Bradley, right? Like when George Mirasan was with Washington. And remember they had George Mirasan, Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Calvin Chaney, Rod Strickland. Mm-hmm. Right. George Mirasan was just a player. It was just okay, we got this.
He was get out of 3 seconds. That's what he was. Get out of 3 seconds.
It's just I'm just saying something like I always preach on this show. You can't teach height. Same thing with Sabonis. That Portland team, that was the Achilles heel. Sabonis was the Achilles heel.
Back in the day, you talking about that one? Yeah, that was because that was an old Sabonis. Had they had a young Sabonis, it'd have been a lot of trouble for the whole league.
Because you know what? They had too many issues off the court. They was in court more than they were on the court. You had Mighty Mouse, Davis Stoudemire, Zebo, Steve. The list goes. The only sane one that they had on that team was Steve Smith. That was the only sane one they had. Brian Grant had problems. Remember the Kobe stopper, Ruben Patterson. He had problems. Who was the JR? What's his name? J.R. Ryder played for him.
Yep.
But J.R. Ryder didn't get back till he got, or was that when he was with Portland and he was sitting at home watching the game? They're like, dog, you're supposed to be at, or was that what the Lakers did?
That was when he left. When he was the Lakers. Yeah, when he left. That was with the Lakers.
Okay. They like, dog, what time
he got into with the coach.
Like, dog, what time you play? 3:30. Dog, they playing right now.
Mm-hmm. He got in his car and left. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I definitely remember that. All right, we're going to move on to the next segment. As always, before we do that, we want to let you know, don't forget to click like, click share, and let everybody know that we are here. We are on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. So let me look on Instagram. We got to get some folks on the Instagram side to say hello to us. We running over there too. So come on over on the Instagram side, say hello to us, everybody. We running over there as well. Let's see here. Just want to thank everybody once again for coming out. Don't forget, we want to get this book in your hand right here. Ready for this journey every day by who? Mr. Marcus Holmes, that young man right there. See him right there? He's the whiz that lives in Oz. He works behind the scenes, taking care of everything for us. And he also a HR guru. Lean in, let me tell you what he do. What you need to do, you need to go over to TikTok, pull up the name Marcus Holmes, and he will tell you what you need to do. If you already have a job and you want to get a better job, if you're looking for a job, if you got a job that's not serving you well and how to improve your life to go somewhere else, he will help you with your resume. He'll help you with those star questions. He'll give you questions to ask at the end of your interview. So you want to get better, you want to do what's right to get a better job, see Mr. Marcus Holmes. That man is an HR guru. He's been doing HR for his entire adult career. So he knows what he's talking about. Interview hundreds of thousands of people. Tell him he tell it to you straight. He do it with a little smile on his face. That's when he try not to hurt your feelings. But he gonna tell you the truth. All right, everybody. Moving forward to the women's sports. And don't remember, this segment is T. Clock it. This segment is T. Clock it. I still don't know what that means.
This is why the children are not our future. I don't care. I don't believe the song no more. I used to. I don't believe that song no more. Because every time he says something, he proves me right. The children are not the future. They're not.
I'm a part of the distant future, the very short future. You know, I got more days behind me than I got in front of me.
Return of the Jedi. That's what I said. Return of the Jedi.
I'm 53. I done lived about 4 lives by now.
Oh, you're only 3 years older than me. Okay, that's what's up. Okay.
I done lived a bunch of lives of this life I done had. So if I can go in here and give credence to the next generation, let you know that this show is T. The segment is T for the ladies, and clock it, whatever that means. Clock it, click it, clock it, bloop. Do that. We gonna give it up for the ladies because that's what they say. And we want to make sure we let them know that we in their corner. We want to make sure the ladies are represented, fully represented. And right now and last night we had Ion Fridays and 3 games on Ion, 2 which I had on in the background for me. I got to watch the Vegas game. I got to watch the Dallas game. Dallas did actually win the game. They actually won back-to-back games for the first time. For the first time this season, they beat the Connecticut Sun 86-83, and Vegas lost to Seattle 90-83, and Washington beat Atlanta. Atlanta. Yeah, Washington beat Atlanta 91. No, I'm sorry, Atlanta won 92-91. There's another slate of games today. Phoenix plays Chicago at noon on ABC. Los Angeles plays Minnesota on NBA TV, and there's a full slate of games on Sunday. Chicago travels to Atlanta at 2 o'clock start on ESPN3. Dallas goes to Washington. They both play at 2 o'clock. Well, these are 3 o'clock games each, and I'm sorry. Indiana go to Vegas. That one's on ESPN. The night games, New York go to Seattle, and Connecticut go to Las Vegas. I still eye for me, no matter what the sport, for them to play professional sports in Vegas. Because for years, they was always so worried about how everybody would be gambling and stuff. But gambling is so much a part of the sports nowadays. Is in the middle of the game, they giving you the odds of who's gonna win. I don't understand that. I don't get
Absolutely. It. Talk to Chuck. Let's go see what Chuck say.
Okay, now I'm afraid to ask, who's Chuck?
Chuck Barkley.
Chuck who?
Charles Barkley.
Oh, Charles Barkley, yeah. He's notorious for dropping $100,000 on a game.
Absolutely.
Is
Asia Wilson back?
Asia Wilson is back. She played last night.
Okay.
She played last night. She played very well, as a matter of fact. She played well.
She need to send me a new pair of shoes. Them pink ones hurt my feet. I got the pink ones, the ones she just came out, man.
But here's why. Why do you think?
I don't know. Why do they hurt my feet? Tell me.
Because they're made for women. Even though
no, it's a man's shoe.
I know, but they're designed with women in mind. Even though it's a man's shoe, they're designed for women in mind.
It's not registering.
Oh, it's registering. It's
damn.
I know. You can get a pair of Jordans.
Miami.
You get a pair of Jordans children's design. You get a pair of Jordans men's design. You get a pair of Jordans women design. But the Asians, they're still men and women. They're designed with women in mind.
Stop. You swimming in uncharted waters. This is my field. The gym shoes is my field. Stop. You swimming in uncharted water. Get out the water, dog. Get out the water. Kenny will tell you. Kenny Marcus will tell you. You uncharted waters. What I'm saying is, when it's a woman's shoe, you go, okay. So, for example, I wear an 8.5. An 8.5 in women is a 10. When I went to purchase the shoe, I asked the salesperson, I said, do what they do, make them men or they made them women? He was like, they're in both. I said, bring me a men's 8.5. So if it was a woman's 8.5, I wouldn't even be able to get in it. See what I'm saying? So I bought a 8.5 because I wear a man's 8.5. I wore the shoe one time. I attempted to try to wear it twice. I felt like I was about to tear my Achilles. So if Asia, you watching this, I need a new pair or run me my money back. Because I like the shoe. Marcus, Kenny, anybody out there that know me, Steve Harris will tell you, when I get down, I get down. I go from head to toe. So I wore the pink whole outfit. I had the pink Nike sweatshirt, the pink Nike jogging shoes, the white Nike shirt. I had it. I could have been on Asia's team. But what I'm saying is, for the comfort of the shoe, maybe I laced them wrong. I even tried everything. But I was like, no. Like I said, it's a nice shoe, style-wise. I'm trying to figure out how she playing.
It's obviously a design flaw.
Oh, here we
go. Hurting your feet.
Here we go.
Design flaw.
Hey, get out the water.
Just like Nikes, all Nikes don't fit the same, all Reeboks don't fit the same.
All feet no. Like I said,
Nikes fit differently than
water, man. You in the deep end. Go back to the shallow. All gym shoes, all Jordans. Okay, this not my thing. This is out of Michael's mouth himself. His favorite shoes was the 11s, the 12s. He said he liked 4s, but his favorites was 12s, 11s. He wore a brand new pair every game. So you figure 82 games. Add that 16. That's 98 games. All them championships they won. That's 98 games. So that's 98 pairs of brand new shoes that he put on, right? Taped up all that and played 4 hard quarters. The only game where he really got his feet got messed up or whatever was the double nickel game when he came back and he put them ones on. He said when he took his shoe off, he had his whole sock was full of blood. Why? Because over time, the technology of making the shoe has changed. Mm-hmm. The craftsmanship is not as what it used to be. You know how much it costs to make a pair of Jordans? You don't know? I tell you, $12. You know how much they go for retail? You don't know? I tell you, $222. So you do the math. Look at the profit he making off a $12 shoe, and he sold it for $222. Look at the profit. Mm-hmm. Just a little education. That's why I say you gotta go back to the shallow end. The deep. This is my thing, man.
Now, I think you're proving my point.
No, I'm not proving your point.
Design.
Because we're talking about
we're the ones.
We're talking about a Jordan.
I'm talking about shoes in general. Some shoes have a design flaw. That shoe has a design flaw for you to wear them like that.
What do you mean? I'm wearing them to work.
Okay, your other shoes, they fit just fine, right? You can't. You got to take them Asians and put them in a glass box and put them on your shelf, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to keep them. Because they for you. You got
no, because I know she gonna look. Word gonna leak out and get to Asia, and Asia gonna say, "Get me in touch with that young man, and I'm gonna get a brand new pair, and I'm gonna bring him on the show." And then you'll see. But what I'm saying is, right now, I don't think it's a defect with the shoe. Maybe it's the way I'm not lacing them up right. Because when you first put them on, they do got like a stud to them. Maybe I need to, if anybody's out there listening, maybe I'm doing something wrong. But I doubt it. I've been in the shoe game for 20 years.
Yeah, it's a design flaw. You're right, you doubt it.
A design flaw is where one shoe is an 8.5, but it says it's an 8. And the other shoe is a 9. That's a design flaw. A design flaw is you got 13 holes on one side, and on the other side, you got 11. That's a design flaw.
On the
Come on,
inside,
man, this is what I do.
Not fitting your feet right. It gotta be something wrong.
This is what I do, man. This is what I do. It's like I know D is for drive and R is for reverse. This is what I do, man. This is what I do. I just stir the pot. This is what I do.
Okay.
I'm over here sitting about 7. This is what I do.
Okay. All right. We gonna move forward. We're gonna agree to disagree on this one. We're gonna agree to disagree on this one. All right. Going back to the ladies. Let's see here. Let's see. Did the Wings fire their coach yet? I'm gonna keep saying that they had.
Man, why do you want this person to lose their job, man?
You should see this man. You should see him on the sideline. He look crazy.
I think
he got his hair with a ponytail, and they got more coaches than they got players. How you got more coaches on the sideline? I got a chance to
catch a glimpse of my man last weekend, if I'm not mistaken. No, that wasn't Dallas. That was Chicago and Connecticut, because that's when Angel Reese got into it with an old girl. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to tune in so I can see who you're talking about. Because you really want this person to lose their employment.
He got to go. We need to call Sandman and Kiki Shepard and meet him at the door. He can't. They need to change the passcode. He can't even get back in the building. Thank you, Greg. He got some regulars. You're right. There's not a design flaw. He got his shoes. Those shoes are regulars. And
what does that mean? What does that even mean?
Okay, the irregulars at some point they're gonna be selling them at Ross or at what's the name? What's some of those discount places? Because when you go in there against the wall, that's what happened. They sold the most of them. They got the most of their money, and as you know, they in Ross. All their regulars.
The shoe was at a national retail chain.
Now, give it 6 months. It's gonna be in Ross.
It just came. The shoe just displayed. It just dropped.
Yeah, I agree. 6 months from now,
that shoe will never go to Ross, man.
And they got all that stock they got to get rid of. They're gonna take them to Ross.
What the hell is Ross?
Ross for less? You never heard of Ross? The blue and white company?
Like Payless?
Kind of, sort of, but for clothes.
No, man. You know what? Nah. You know what? Nah, that doesn't even make sense. Like my aunt used to say, that doesn't even make sense to a fool. No, the only way you would find her shoe at Ross or whatever you calling it is that somebody donated them away. No.
Okay, there's a Ross not too far. I guarantee you, put in your GPS, look up Ross. And when you go in there, go on the women's side and the men's side. They got a whole section of shoes. They got irregulars in there of shoes that don't fit normally. And people buy them because you can find a popular pair of shoe in there. But you got to get there early in the morning. Because they are regulars.
I'm not believing. If I see a pair
and Coat Factory,
a pair of her shoes at Ross, I would do this show every Saturday in a clown suit with the Ronald McDonald nose right here. That's how I know that ain't gonna happen.
Woo.
Yeah, woo, yeah. No, that's not gonna happen. We're not talking about Karl Malone, LA Lights, LA Gear Lights. We're not talking about them. We're not talking about Magic Johnson, Purple and
you can only find those at a shoe show. You know, you go to the show. They have the different the shoe.
You can pull it back with his LA Gears with the lights. You took the little piece out. It was a little piece in the back, and you put the shit in, and then once you put the shoe on, that's when it lit up. Yeah, how'd that work out?
Now those shoes was fresh back in the day. Nowadays we crack a joke.
I see y'all next week. Those shoes was, man.
Because that was one of the Gen 1s of the light up shoes.
The only shoe back in the day, if we gonna do this, the shoe back in the day would have been the black Cons that Larry Bird wore, the all black ones with the con and with the star on it. Yep. The purple ones that Magic wore.
Mm-hmm.
The Pumas that Isaiah wore, the white with the red. I got it all up here, man. I told you, when you come in here, man, you gotta stay on the shallow end. This the deep end now. Here, those the Hakeem Avius or Avius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I take you all the way back. I take you way back.
Now you're right. I'm not taking anything away from you. Those shoes are still irregulars, and they're gonna be in Ross in 6 months.
The Dominique Brooks. I got the pumps. I got the deep. When D Brown did this, I still got a brand new pair in that closet. They ain't never touched the pavement. And I got the D Brown jersey. But I'm like, I'll wait till a throwback party or something. True story. Since we own this up, true story. I was at where I'm currently working now, Chrysler. We had a throwback party. Just when they started doing the throwbacks. And I said, I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Everybody like, just wear what you wear to work. Nah, no, that's what y'all want me to do. I'm not doing that. Antonio McDyess, when he played for New York before he came to us.
Right.
I had the Antonio McDyess New York Knicks jacket. The New York Knicks jersey. 24. I had the shooting jacket with McDyess on the back. It was a $500 contest for the best throwback. I'm like, I'm gonna win this hand down. You know who won? I'm gonna sign off after I tell you who won. This dude won. He had a regular Foot Locker t-shirt on. He put Boo, B-O-O, on the back and 00. They gave him the $500 prize.
Boo? For who is Boo?
Nobody. Somebody he made up. They said they gave him the winner because he came up with creativity. I say, man, I quit.
I've been ready to fight somebody that day.
Nah, you know what though? The thing is, you knew I won, so you did that because you didn't want to give it to me. That's good. Because everybody, all my Facebook friends, Demetria, all them, Phil got it, hands down. I was matching from head to toe. They had just dropped some Air Force Ones. The Air Force Ones was all orange with the blue Nike sign. Like I was matching from head to toe. You would have thought I was Antonio McDyess about to go play in the game. And they was like, my man won.
Now let me ask this question. Is it me or in Detroit, we really wasn't in the Air Force Ones until the St. Lunatics started wearing them? I don't ever remember Air Force Ones being popular in Detroit.
Yeah. Cocaine white low tops. Yeah.
Was it
the black ones look like you just got out.
The before
black
or
ones look like
after
you just got out.
The St. Lunatics started wearing them?
No, what the St. Lunatics did was they rejuvenized them. You know, you could get the Gucci imprints, the Louis Vuitton imprint, but just a pair of cocaine. Yeah, Air Force One's always been a go-to. Okay. Always. But you only like Nelly said, they're only good for 2 nights. They're only good for 2 nights. Because if somebody step on them, good night, Irene. And Irene know I love her. Good night, Irene. You throw them in the trash. Yep. That's why they came out with force fields. I don't know if you up on that. That's where you put the thing in you put the thing in. Okay, so you unlace the shoe all the way. Like I told you, man, this is my thing. You unlace the shoe all the way. You slide the thing up into there, and then you put your foot under. So your foot is sitting up under it, but your shoe never creased. Yeah, I give you little tidbits all day long, man. All day long.
All right. Let's see here. My big brother said, don't forget the Bob Laniers. I definitely remember them. And the Rasheed Wallace, he said, yes, the Air Force Ones was a thing. And Kenneth was laughing at the Boo 00s. And the Diamond.
You talking about hurt. I was so hurt. It was at the Limited Cocktail Lounge on 8 Mile and Greenfield. I stay on Greenfield and Providence Road. I wanted to leave my car and walk home. That's how dejected I was. Like
I'm dejected for you. I'm dejected for you.
Remember, Foot Locker t-shirts was 4 for $20.
Yeah, yep. The long.
He took a Foot Locker t-shirt and just put BOO, and he did. You know, 00s was at that time, right?
I know. I remember the guy from the Pistons wore 00.
No, 00s was Kyle Watson on the Bud Rim.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay, I got it.
So that's what he patterned it after that, and they was like, well, the winner is, yeah, my man representing Boo. I say, he didn't put Kyle Watson back there. I mean, sell it, man. If you're going to do it, sell it.
Do it right. You're going to do it right. If he had put Watson on there, I would give him a case. Okay, you got a case. But just Boo? No, that's not the case.
He put Boo, B-O-O. I say, are you serious?
All right, let's move forward. We got in the standings in the WNBA. We got the Minnesota Lynx at 11-1, the New York Liberty at 10-2, the Phoenix Mercury at 10-4, Atlanta Dream at 9-4, Seattle Storm at 8-5, the Golden State Valkyries at 6-6, the Indiana Fever at 6-6, the Las Vegas Aces at 5-7, the Washington Mystics at 5-8, the Sparks at 4-9, the Sky at 3-8, the Wings at 3-11, Connecticut Sun at 2-11. This last thing I'm gonna say about why that coach got to go. The Golden State Valkyries are a brand new team, and they had 6-6. They got a better record than the Wings. Mr. Ponytail got to go. All right, moving forward. Will the WNBA have midday games again this summer? Are they gonna bring back the summer camp series? I was trying to look at the schedule moving forward. I didn't see any. Hopefully they'll bring that back because I was very, 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 very popular, and they got a lot of the young ladies who are off in the summertime at the games. And a little bit of bad news: University of Louisiana Monroe has dropped the women's team, tennis team in terms of due to financial issues. It's hard to pay for those lower tier sports. And on Iron Saturday night, we got Iron Friday night women's basketball, Iron Saturday night women's soccer. Gotham Football Club versus Bay Football Club, and the Portland Thorns versus the Chicago Storms tonight on Iron Saturday night. All right. It's time. I know you already got your prop ready. Major League Baseball, the Felix effect.
Absolutely.
As of last week, the Detroit Tigers are 48-29. They are 2-5 since the last show.
He don't even want to see it.
2-5 since the last show. They are on a 2-game losing streak. They 5-5 over the last 10. Last night they lost 11-4, I think it was, to the Tampa Bay Rays in Tampa Bay. They are still in first place. The standings let them still be in first place. So it's sort of like everybody's taking a little bit of swoon at this point. All of the top tier teams. So the Detroit Tigers are 48-29. They still lead. They still have the best record in the MLB. And right behind them are Los Angeles Dodgers at 47-30. Then the Philadelphia Phillies at 46-30. Cubs at 45-30. The Metropolitans have taken a little bit of dip. They were in second place last week at 45-31, and Houston Astros at 44-32. Those are the top 6 teams in the MLB. So even though they've taken a little bit of swoon, it seems like everybody's in the top part are taking a little bit of taking it on the chin a little bit in MLB, and so the question is, and of course you gonna stand on it. You standing on it. Tigers are gonna go ahead and drop and not make the playoffs. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's gonna reversal. I sat there and watched it last Saturday. I went down there, nachos, 2 hot dogs, Pepsi Zero. I sat there and watched. I say, hey, it's not a shock to me. Your boy Marcus was sitting right next to me. I'm like, not a shock. He like, what's the score now? I'm like, 7-1. Like, we walking out. True story. He can vouch for it. We walking out. I see all the Red fans. I got Pete Rose on. I got the Cincinnati jacket on. I got the red Jordans on. Oh, I'm red to the T. We take pictures. We all sitting out there. Mark got on Sparky Anderson. My uncle got on his jersey. And all you see is a flash of red in the picture. There it is. Last year I went, you beat the Dodgers. Ohtani now. And you took off to this magical run. This year I go, you lose. You scored 1 run. It got so bad, you put the catcher out there, Jake Rogers. Jake Rogers went out there and pitched. I say, well, here it comes. It's gonna be, and then it's gonna trickle all the way. It's like my man Hannibal used to say on the 18 on the 18. I love it when a plan comes together. Because when this bottom fall out for this, then all you Michigan slappies go get up, and then you go right back down, And then here come the Lions slappies. You can go right back down. And here come the Pistons, right back down. Oh, man, I love this roller coaster. Hey, just hear what I said, 11:46, June 21st. You heard it here first.
Greg says my fault for sending Bad Luck Felix down there. I can't say it was my fault. This is an annual trip that the Holmes men do every year to go down to the baseball game for Father's Day. I get it, but I'm gonna stand by what I say. Tigers are gonna be all right. Every team got to go through a little bit of swoon. You got to fight through the injuries. They're gonna be just fine.
The excuses. It's like watching Purple Rain. Yeah, if you can you help me? Sure. What I gotta do? You gotta pass the initiation. What initiation? You gotta purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka, man. Game over.
That's a good memory right there. We saw that movie. We saw that movie at the not the Mercury. What's the movie theater that used to be on Grand River?
That's the Mercury.
The Mercury.
No, that's not the Mercury. I'm sorry.
That's not the Mercury. Mercury.
Grand River is
Grand River Southfield.
I know
my big brother. No, we was together. We was together when we saw it.
You know what? You actually got me on one time. You got
because the Mercury was on 6 Mile and Schaefer.
Yeah, the Mercury 6 Mile and Schaefer. You know what it is now? Meatland. Oh, yeah. No, you know
it ain't nothing no more because it burned up. It all burned down.
No, it was Meatland. Then it became the place that sold the Dickies. And that caught on fire. That burned down. Yeah, that caught on fire.
The meat market is still around the corner. The Northwest.
Okay.
The Northwest. Yeah. The Northwest, yeah.
I done seen many people get knocked out at the Northwest.
Yeah, me too.
That's why I believe the E in Northwest stood for emergency. Hey, man, look, I don't know. It go up here. I don't know how it's going to go.
Now, did you say Godzilla 84? Is that what you said?
You said who?
Did you say Godzilla 84 or in 1984?
1984.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what came on the other night, and I was watching it, Crush Group. I saw that. This is one of my favorite memories of going to the movies. I saw that at the Adams Theater downtown with Godzilla 1984. That was the first time my mom let me and my twin brother go hang out with the big boys in the neighborhood. And we went downtown at the Adams, and we had a party. It was like going to a concert, going to see guys. Everybody was cool. Godzilla 84. People was really not really paying attention. I was because I like the Godzilla movies. But when Crush Groove came on, it was a concert up in that joker. The whole neighborhood was on there. All the Research Park, all the Commonwealth, all the Freedom Place, all the Jeffries, all the Brewsters, all the people from all the neighborhood all around. Downtown on Woodward Avenue. Most times it'd be some people getting into some fights. That night, everybody was singing all the rap songs, boy.
The time I went to the Adams, I think we went to go see Return to Horror High. And the whole time I'm in there watching the movie, I felt like that scene at Cooley High. When he was like, hey, man, why don't you pick on somebody your own size? Man, shut up, man. My man stood up. He was like, who are you supposed to be? He was like, Latin counts. They stood up. I was like, you know what? I'm just waiting for that part to happen because forget this movie. This ain't even my side of town. I never forget that, man. I was my 13th birthday.
I thought that was we was worried that was going to happen because all the different neighborhoods. But because it was a rap out, because everybody wanted to see Crush Groove, that did not happen that night. I've been in places where we had some trouble like that. Definitely. At the festival, we had some trouble before. But that night, it was a party. Everybody got along. It was good. It was plenty of basketballs at the Mathai building at Wayne State. By the time the fourth quarter came around, there was going to be some fights. But not that night. We was good that night. We was good. I want to say hello to everybody on the Instagram side. I got Devin. What's happening, Devin? My brother on the Instagram side. Billy, how you doing, Billy? We got Akio over there. Thank y'all for coming out, for joining us. My big brother said earlier was flat with no arch, and that's why it was hurting the feet. Not to include the price of special editions. All right. We got Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Because I'm monitoring my LinkedIn. I got YouTube on here. I got Instagram in front of us and Facebook. So we doing well on all the platforms. Keep coming out. Let people know we here. We a little bit over time. We probably gonna go over about 10 minutes a day. We run our miles a lot about this craziness. So we want to talk about really quickly the Men's College World Series. We got Coastal Carolina versus LSU in a 3-game series that starts today, runs through Monday. The best of 3. Of course, we're gonna throw them in there for our predictions. It's hard not to like Coastal Carolina with them aqua blue uniforms, wave on it. It's hard not to like them. Of course, LSU is the mainstay that go to the College World Series and play in at least the playoffs to get there every year. And yes, Adams had that sticky floor. Oh man, they got the sticky floor. I was telling my kids how we went down there, how much fun we had. My daughter was looking at me like, so? She said, is it still there? I said, the building is still there, but it's not the Adams anymore. They made it a whole bunch of other stuff. But the actual building is still down there. All right, let's see here. Moving forward, NFL news. Shadir Sanders is a heavy foot. He done got 2 speeding tickets. Was it Thursday night? He got clocked at 101 miles an hour. So they keep releasing stuff. Talking about he's not gonna make the team. They're gonna release him. I'm thinking to myself, nah, he gonna make that team. He gonna be their starter. Just like by third game, like I said, third or fourth game. What you ain't got to pay him, and he got talent, and the team want him to play. The people on the team want him to play. We understand that you got your vets there, a veteran quarterback, and he probably gonna start the season. Deshaun Watson. He already got his money. They just gonna go ahead and let him go. They're gonna let him go. Sit in the press box up with the rest of the team. The team wise, he's gonna be up there with the team wise, and then they're gonna put him in a specific seat. Tell him he can't move because he can't get no massage. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that?
Man, see you later, man. You doing so much. See you later, man.
What?
Game over. See you later.
What I say? What I say?
I'll be back next week, man. I gotta go.
Okay, moving forward. So he's still gonna be there. Shadur Sanders gonna be there. Next news, we got the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are getting a 400% increase. Right now they make $400 a game, and now they're gonna make $1,600 a game. Go out to get out there, and I can tell you this much: I've been to football games in many stadiums. And of course, there's cheerleaders at every stadium. The last team to get the cheerleaders are who? The Detroit Lions. And all of them, they do their thing. They do a little segment. But those Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are an integral part of the entertainment at Cowboy Stadium. They show them almost after every play. They got their own. They got you go to the basketball game and the dance team get out there. They get out there like 2-3 times a game. They get out there at halftime. They get out there between quarters on timeouts. They have a TV timeout specifically for the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. So for them to make that $1,600, they definitely deserve it. Definitely deserve it. So shout out to the ladies of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. They got their own reality show. How you gonna have a reality show and only get $400 a game? That don't make no sense. All right, the UFL news: the championship game for the Michigan Panthers versus the DC Defenders. The DC Defenders. I'm sorry, the Defenders whooped up on the Panthers. Whooped up on them something terrible. 58-34. I'm watching that game, and the Panthers go out, they score first, and then the Defenders come back and score. Panthers go up and score again. Next you know, they punt. Next you know, the Defenders, the DC Defenders, just whooped them like they stole something. I said the Panthers going to win 45-17. I guess they must have been watching the show last week. They said they come out tripping. And they went in and they jumped on them like they stole something. Did you get a chance to see any of that game?
Yeah, I seen it when they jumped out 13-6. I think they won, so I turned it off. Next thing I know, I heard they lost. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it was classic. They kept running the same pass play. The same pass play. They run out of different formations. They couldn't stop it. So they just kept running it. And as you know, it was over. It was, and they earned it. So shout out to the DC Defenders. Congratulations to you young men on winning the UFL championship this year. All right. Moving forward into hockey news. The Florida Panthers ruled Lord Stanley again in 6 games. The Panthers jumped all over the Oilers, the Edmonton Oilers, and the Royal butt kicking. And what do you attribute to the Panthers winning back-to-back? What you think? What's your thoughts on that?
It look like they're getting a dynasty over there.
They played 3 years in a row. They lost the first year. 3 years ago, they lost that one. Last 2 years, they won it. And Wayne Gretzky said he attributes it to the fact that they have a great culture. They did something that nobody else ever did after they won the cup. Normally, the captain take the cup and walk, skate around, do the little circle, and then the rest of the vets. They let the guys who never won it before go first. The guys who didn't touch the cup last year, they sent them out there first. They was like, we did this already. Y'all go get a taste of it. So next year when we ready, y'all know what we're working for again. They sent them out there. So I attribute to their culture. And because of their wonderful culture, they were able to sustain it. And the way they jumped on the Oilers, that game was over quickly. Both games, 5 and 6, that was over quickly. We both said Oilers, but they must be watching the show too and use us for bulletin board material because they beat them like they stole something, like they stole their mama pocketbook and went to the store and got off and you spent all the rent money on some penny candy. That's how bad they beat them. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. They jumped on them terribly. It was a butt whooping for the ages in all those games. All right, it's about that time. We're moving on down the line. It's time for us to take that blessing up pause for the cause as we jump into stupid sports news. All right. What we got this week? We got Los Angeles Lakers was sold for $10 billion. B as in billions. In the words of Mason, billions. $1 billion. 2 years ago, the Dallas Mavericks was sold for $6 billion. Now the Lakers were sold for $10 billion. The trust, the Bus family, the dad set up a trust and said that they can only be sold if there's a majority of them. And the 6 kids that he had, got 4 of them got to say yes. And Jeannie Buss last time when somebody tried to buy the team, she said no. But like I always say, everybody got a price. Everybody got a price. And that price was $10 billion. Are you surprised?
Nah, it's time. It's time for it to change hands. If you want to still be a contender, you got to change hands. Jeannie don't know, man. She wasn't never built for that, man. You know, she don't know how to move furniture. She know how to move it. She just don't know where to move it to. Let's say that. That's what it is.
So in other words, you're saying they got to topple it over and not be feng shui. You got to topple over some furniture. Is that what you're saying?
No, you don't always move everything to the basement. Sometimes you move it out the house. That's what she was doing, moving it to the basement. Her and Rob need to go too.
All right, now speaking of which, you sent me the nice little link saying now that they done sold the team that they're gonna get rid of LeBron and Bronny and Rob Pelinka and they're gonna focus around Luka. You think that's a smart thing to do?
Absolutely. Why would you build around a 40-year-old man and his sidekick son, Batman and Robin? why would you do that? When Robin didn't even when you used to watch Batman and Robin, what did Batman do? Get Robin out of jams. How many times did Robin get Batman out of jams?
Very little. He a few times. It was a few times.
If I could just reach the helicopter belt.
No, I think he had to get out of jam with Poison Ivy. I think it was Poison Ivy he had to get out of jam with. He tried to put the poison lips on him.
Time to go, man. Yeah, it's time to break that up. If you're gonna go ahead and build, you're gonna go ahead and pay Luka anyway. You might as well build around him. But the sad thing with that is that dude don't play no defense.
Nah. No, hold on. Have you seen him? He getting in shape. Did you see him?
I don't care. He don't play defense. He can be my size. He don't play defense. And eventually in the NBA, why do you think Cleveland beat Golden State that year? Because eventually Steph had to play defense. Steph couldn't play defense against Kyrie. Eventually, somewhere in your time in your career, and you're going to have to play defense. They can't do it. It's too late in the game. I've been telling you all that.
I've seen the issue with Clay. Clay was like, that switch wasn't supposed to happen. I was supposed to be defending Kyrie. He wouldn't have scored that point on me. Right. Right. You say so. He done made you look bad just like he made Steph look bad.
He made Steph look bad, right?
You better be glad they teammates now. That's for sure.
Right.
All right, moving forward, we got Deion Sanders has an undisclosed illness. He stepped away from the team he said he'll be back soon. And he talked about they've been talking about how with Michael Irvin's been going to visit him, keeping the spirits up. I wonder what really is going on. I don't know. I hope everything. I wish the best for Deion. I want him to come back and make a run for a national championship. This team with this team this year. He got the talent to do it, and it's set up right for him to be there. The schedule he has is a favorable schedule for him to make the playoffs, especially since they go into 16 teams. So let's put our prayers out for Deion Sanders. All right, moving forward. Thursday. No, Wednesday or Thursday. Dennis Santana takes a swing at a fan at Comerica Park. Dennis Santana is a relief pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and he swung at the guy in the stands. The guy in the stands got ejected, but he got a 4-game suspension. He got a 4-game suspension along with a fine, undisclosed amount of fine for what he did. And so, what do you think about that?
I mean, these fans got to stay in their place, man. Because it's like that altercation with Westbrook. Like Westbrook said, if I caught you on the street, you wouldn't do none of the stuff you doing. So, I mean, fans got to stay in their place.
Well, at some point, you can't say everything that's on your mind as a fan. You can't do that.
Right.
You can't do that. If it's on your mind, there's a difference between boo, go Tigers, and your mama, bloop, 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 your daddy, bloop, 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 your sister, she bloop, 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 and she did this, bloop, bloop, bloop. He said the guy said the guy crossed the line, and so he really upset. He said, he got to do better. But you're right. Those fans got to be careful about what they say because people are still people, and you say the wrong thing, you might get your clock clean. Kenneth said, I think that Deion has a circulation disease. Prayers to him. Yeah, that would probably make sense because, he had the circulation issue with his feet the last couple of years that he had to have a surgery for. So we're going to once again keep prayers going for Deion. All right. Also, and one quick question. One quick question for you. What's the better sports movie? The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh or Semi-Pro?
I haven't seen Semi-Pro. And The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, we had this before. I keep thinking my man is Gary Coleman.
Well, that's Rodney Allen Rippey.
Oh, that's not Rodney Allen.
That wasn't Rodney Allen Rippey?
That's not right. I forget the boy's name, but it's not. I keep thinking he's Gary Coleman, man. He's not Gary Coleman. I forget the boy's name, man. It's not Gary Coleman, but it's not Allie Ripley either.
His name was James Bond III.
I keep thinking that's Gary Coleman, man.
They had Julius Erving, Jonathan Winters, Smelled Like Lemon. Cream was in that movie.
I pass on either one. The Fish That Saved.
I can tell you, I'm always gonna say Fish That Saved Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I know because
Doc was in it. Doc was always my favorite player growing up. But you know who my favorite character in the movie was? Set Shot. Set Shot. He had the black eyes. He was still shooting the free throws. And he won the championship. Set Shot was the best character.
His favorite player. I thought you was gonna say your favorite player was
in the movie.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say my man.
See, I'm not gonna fall for that.
Don't fall for what?
You gonna say Terry Fair? I'm not gonna fall for it.
Man, get your mind out the gutter, man.
Who you thought I was gonna say my favorite player was?
Terry Fair.
See, I already knew what she's gonna say. I was ready for you this time. I was ready for you this time. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming out. We got to do our predictions really quickly. Who you got? Coastal Carolina, LSU?
Give me the Tigers.
LSU. Okay, all right. LSU in how many games?
2.
2 games. All right.
2 games, sweet.
I'm gonna go with underdog. I'm going with. It's hard not to go with Coastal Carolina.
That's why you never make captain.
I'm going 3 games.
Okay.
I'm going with Coastal Carolina 3 games. All right. What's your score for tomorrow night? Oklahoma City and the Pacers.
OKC 91-77.
I got OKC 89-87. And deep down inside, I'm still be cheering for the Pacers, but I know better. Oh yeah, Margaret Avery was in that movie too. She been looking good forever. She was sister. Suge. She was Suge. She been in all movies. And Roscoe Jenkins, she was the mama. She ain't break up that dice game. So Miss Suge Avery been around for a minute. That's right. All right, everybody, we will be back the 28th, same bat time, same bat channel. Don't forget Tuesday night to tune in to Love and Stuff, the original, with Marcus at 8:30 Eastern. Dr. Valencia Edner, Dr. V Encourage. That show comes on Tuesdays on YouTube. Make sure you tune in for that. And we will be back for lots more sports. We will crown a Men's College World Series championship. We have a champion there. We have a champion for the NBA. And we're gonna talk about women's sports. Women's sports, as always. Don't forget that segment is T. Clock it. Women's sports. Iron Saturday night, Iron Friday night, and the WNBA is also on ESPN and everything else. Thank y'all for joining us. Kenneth, I'm gonna let you know ahead of time. Get your fade ready. Steve and Greg, we're gonna have one good segment. We're gonna have all the great contributors, and my boy Jay. I'm gonna see if I can get my boy Jay. He always puts stuff on the site too. It's amazing how people send stuff to me to be put it on there, or they'll put it, try and put it, and we got to go in and review it. Thank y'all for everybody who does all of that. Keep the show moving. People have been telling me, they've been talking about how the advertisement's been working, how they go in. A buddy of mine told me, man, I saw your advertisement this week. You're gonna be talking about this, and this. I was like, wow. He literally read it down to us what we're gonna do, what we're doing on the show. So we're gonna keep doing it. Thank y'all for everybody. But what's our goal, Felix? To be the this generation Soul Train. So 11 o'clock in the morning, when you cleaning up, you're supposed to be cleaning up. You can put us on YouTube in the background, on your TV, put it on surround sound all around the house. Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix coming at you live. See everybody next week.